Good evening. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Julie Nelson. The repeated drunk driver accused of crashing into the patio of a St. Louis Park restaurant, killing 2 people, admitted his guilt today in court. And that's not the only thing he admitted to. Stephen Bailey, who already had 5 drunk driving convictions, said in court he ignored all of the education he received after those prior drunk driving incidents. Morgan Wolf was in the courtroom today and joins us live outside of Park Tavern. Morgan?
Julie, well, the scars from this crash are still very fresh for those victims and their families. So as you can imagine, it was a really emotional day for them in the courtroom, especially as they got to see Stephen Bailey face to face and see him plead guilty to those charges. The memorial trees planted for Christina Folkers and Gabe Harvey almost in bloom. A beautiful and tender reflection of their families' steps towards healing.
This was an entirely avoidable tragedy, and Mr. Bailey is being held accountable for causing it.
Stephen Bailey pleading guilty to 5 felonies in court Wednesday morning, including 2 counts of third-degree murder after admitting to driving drunk in September of 2024, plowing through Park Tavern's patio.
We are not always able to pursue third-degree murder charges when people cause death using their vehicle. But in this case, the facts clearly supported it.
Bailey accepted a deal with the state a week before his trial was set to begin.
What made you change your plea?
He didn't answer my questions when leaving the courtroom.
It's hard to fathom, but he has a disease. I mean, he has a sickness. I'm not saying I feel bad for him because he has a disease, but I'm maybe even more angry that he had a driver's license and had car insurance.
Park Tavern's owner Phil Weber can't get past how Bailey was able to have a license after 5 DWI convictions.
This proposed legislation.
In turn, this tragedy has led to legislation. A new bill is asking for repeat DWI offenders to have ignition interlocks for up to 20 years instead of the current 10.
It's still always there.
However, no loss will ever replace the loss from that day.
There is no excuse for drinking and driving.
It's just such a sad, disturbing story.
Now the community
all the way around, Morgan. I was just going to ask you, do we know anything about the sentencing yet?
Yeah, that's what I was just going to get to you about. The community is still working through this process, right, as they now have a date for sentencing. It's going to be July 28th. So everyone is telling me they're still, Julie, just taking this one day at a time.
Absolutely. And glad those families will be spared a trial. Thank you, Morgan.